Yo, what's going on, guys? My name is Chandler at the Geek Slays, and today it is technically time for our TwitchCon vlog. I forgot to do an intro for it on the road, so here's that. But there's not much for me to talk about, so without further ado, let's jump into it. Today's video is brought to you by me and the wonderful products on geeksgear.store. We have the Brains Are Weird t-shirts, hoodies, cups, mugs, blankets, and our newest product for the summer, the Skull t-shirt, hoodie, everything you could want with this design. I think it's absolutely magnificent. Head on over to geeksgear.store today and pick up some merch for yourself.
And I couldn't be happier to finally say those words to you on this stage with all of you. Now, before we jump in, I want to give a huge thank you to Tom Thanks for keeping us all entertained while we got settled. Let's give it up to him one more time for Tom and the beautiful Unhinged Madness. Cartoon Met. One making Twitch the best place on the internet. These are the kinds of moments that wouldn't exist without you. We'll be in chat looking for the next best moments next year, so keep doing your thing. Next up, we're going to talk about a few recent big updates to Twitch and how they're giving streamers more ways to build communities and stream how they want to stream. So please welcome to the stage Twitch CEO and co-founder Emmett Shear.
Hello everyone. Welcome back to TwitchCon San Diego. I'm just so thrilled to be here with everyone again. Even today, on day one of the show, it is already just so incredibly energizing to walk around the convention center and see everyone back here again. I was in Artist Alley earlier today, which, by the way, is the largest Artist Alley in TwitchCon history. And I was blown away by the creativity and everyone's work there. And everywhere you look here, there's someone in cosplay, there's someone repping the Twitch purple, or there's a happy reunion with friends from chat. And this is without a doubt the best weekend for me all year. So thank you. So before we jump in and share a bunch of things, I wanted to give an update on a quick, important topic. A few weeks ago, we announced that we'd stopped giving out special agreements with higher rev shares to some of our larger streamers. We shared that news before TwitchCon, specifically because we knew many of those people who were affected would be here in person and you would have questions, and we wanted to be able to talk to you about it here, not spring it on you after you'd gone home. So in that spirit, I just wanted to let everyone know Twitch executives will be answering your questions on that topic, among others, at a special live studio audience edition of our Patch Note show this Sunday at 1:30 p.m. We'll be taking questions through the Q&A extension, and you can watch from home right here on /Twitch if you're not here in person. We're also hosting group discussions and one-on-ones all weekend for as many streamers as we can, but of course we can't do that with everyone. So Patch Notes is going to be the best way to have a conversation with everyone here in the community at large. If this topic is important to you, and we know it is for many of you, I really hope that you'll join us there. So, in addition to meeting up IRL, TwitchCon is about celebrating what you've accomplished in the past years we just saw, or in this case, the past 3 years. And I just wanted to give some quick idea of the scope of what that means. Since TwitchCon San Diego in 2019, more than 2 million streamers have become affiliates on Twitch. Yeah. And at that same time, over 31,000 streamers made it all the way to become Twitch partners. So I just wanted to say very specifically, if this is your first time here with an affiliate badge or your first time here with a partner badge at TwitchCon, congratulations and welcome. We're really glad to have you. After 3 years of being kept apart, this community has come together for the biggest TwitchCon of all time. That's true by every metric. This is the most attendees we've ever had. This is the biggest loot cave we've ever had. This is the largest dinosaur emote statue we've ever built. It even has the most exhibitors. We have the most square footage, if you care about square footage on the show floor for some reason. But whether you're here to network with people, to build a brand, to learn from other streamers, or just, I think like most of you, to have a great time in San Diego with all your friends from chat, your participation this weekend is what makes TwitchCon unforgettable. So when it comes to new products and features, we've always tried to build Twitch the way that leaves room for you to customize your channel, to express yourself and your creativity for your community the way that feels right. And the breadth of creativity we see from everyone here on their channel is amazing. And sometimes you make customizations to your channel so cool that we think that looks like something everyone at Twitch might want to enjoy. Some of our best products have come from exactly things inspired in that way. Things like clips, things like sub goals, things like community gifting was something we saw happening on your channels before we ever thought to build it. So today, we're here to talk about products where in both cases we were inspired by what we saw happening on Twitch. One of those sources of inspiration is the deep connection between the Twitch community and charity. Streamers use the power of their communities every day to rally behind so many great causes year after year all over Twitch. And when we see that level of support and generosity, We want to support your efforts so you can do even more good, even more often. We've heard from streamers that raising money for charity can come with a lot of stress and responsibility. And we've heard from viewers they want to make sure they know where their donations are going. And we don't want to make it so that streamers have to be in the position of holding on to funds that were meant for the charity in their own bank account. So we saw an opportunity to build a fast, integrated, trustworthy way to run fundraising campaigns on Twitch. So in August, we took a big step in that direction with the launch of our new charity tool, which is now out of beta and available to all.
So much for having me. I'm honored to be a part of TwitchCon. And I've got to say, this is a pretty incredible feature. Maybe I start guest starring on some Overwatch streams.
Yeah, I hope you do. So have you been up? I feel like it's been a chill week for you, right? Have you been up to anything interesting? Did anything happen?
Oh my God. This has been a crazy, exciting week. On Tuesday, we launched Overwatch 2. It ushered in a new era of the game where it's now a living, breathing, free-to-play experience. And the team is so excited to go in this direction. Now, any player can jump into the world of Overwatch and experience our heroes, the gameplay, and all the exciting locations that we have. And there's always going to be more coming. Now, with any big change, it brings a set of risks and challenges. So anyone that's logged into our queues this week may have discovered that. But I'm so proud of the team back at Blizzard who have been working nonstop preparing the best possible experience for players this weekend. And I just want to take a moment to thank the millions of players worldwide who have been waiting for this game and have already downloaded it. Your passion for Overwatch, it's humbling for us. And it really is our desire to do whatever we can to fuel that passion in the weeks, months, and years to come.
Awesome. Well, congratulations so much on that launch. I know the community has been looking forward to it for quite a while. You know,
Thank you.
Blizzard has been making games for, I think, a really long time now, before widespread internet access and before Twitch existed. So I just had to guess one more question around, like, how has Twitch, and specifically how have Twitch streamers influenced how you make games?
Twitch and its creators play such an important role in the industry today. We take feedback, we listen to as many people as we can on social channels, and through Twitch as well. Like, Twitch streamers have their own communities. Even before we launched the initial game, before we even announced the initial game, we brought in groups of streamers and creators to play it and start giving us their impressions and their feedback. Sometimes we view streamers as the voice of the everyday gamer, and it's just amazing to be able to tune in somewhere and just be able to listen to that voice and to be able to get that feedback. And it's not just that. The streamers in the Overwatch community, they're so high energy and they can be such positive people. And throughout all of Twitch, it's amazing to see the impact that some of these people can have on the world, like we just saw. And for us, like, we've always talked.
All right, so I wanted to find a decent spot where I could kind of interject a little bit now that TwitchCon is over and just spend a little bit of time talking about all of the things that happened. I want to start off with some of the streamers I was able to meet. I'm going to start with the bigger named streamers that I was able to meet and get pictures with, and I will throw those up on screen as we talk about them. I think the first, and I don't want to say most important two, but the first two that did happen were JC Backfire and Chopper. Now, JC, as you guys know, and maybe with Chopper as well, they are at least they used to be Call of Duty Zombies creators. I was in one of JC's Things People Say About Zombies videos, the actual final one where we all talked about our greatest memories in zombies. And yeah, that was super dope. Being able to meet JC, who is one of the guys who is, you know, kind of responsible for me getting into content creation. That was dope. Chopper was great. I spent a bunch of time talking to them. Didn't really meet anybody again until the next day, where I met up with Symphony at his meet and greet. Symphony was great. Awesome dude to talk to. Didn't get a ton of time, obviously, because meet and greet lines, you want to keep it moving. We met FaZe Muse, who's great. You know, during the whole Phase 1 thing, he was retweeting my stuff. He was doing everything he could to help out other creators, and I just really appreciate that. And he was very busy at the time, but seemed like a genuinely great dude. Then I went to Amaranth's meet and greet, was actually on her stream. I didn't know she was streaming, so that was something. Her chat was kind of rude. Then met up with Valkyrie. That was awesome. Ray is great. She's such a sweetheart. That was awesome. The willingness she had to meet up with all the fans was awesome. Then I ran into XQC. Wasn't able to get a picture with him, but I did have him sign my TwitchCon badge. Met Hassan Abi. Got a picture with him. He was pretty cool. He was in the group walking around like Valkyrie, XQC, all those guys. So yeah, that was dope. But talking about just like creators I know that was cool to meet, we finally got to meet Judo in person. That was dope. Judo Red, for those of you who do not know. We met up with fellow FTI member Mystic Desire. She was great. That was awesome. Met up with another FTI member, Night Sky. He was great. That was fun. I mean, you guys know I've met K-Smack before. We were IRL friends before he started streaming. But yeah, K-Smack and then a bunch of that group. Here's all the pictures, you know, with everybody from that group. Squatchy, Whiskey, Reptar. Okay, so Reptar, he was hanging out with K-Smack and Squatchy's group, the same as I was. And that dude was fucking awesome. As one of the people in that group that I didn't know going into this trip, he was a blast to hang out with. Super fun guy. But outside of that, the experience at TwitchCon was pretty incredible, if I gotta be honest. You know, it really helped me, you know, find more motivation again. It's been a weird couple of months. And, you know, being at TwitchCon, I got to live, you know, the way I have dreamed of and doing all the different content stuff and that type of thing. It was great. Really re-inspired the motivation to get back here, get to streaming, get to creating content again. You know, being able to meet with some brands was sick. I'm not going to talk too much about what brands I talked to or what I talked to them about, because, you know, things. Being able to meet other streamers, whether I was friends with them before TwitchCon or whether you were some of the people I met for the first time at TwitchCon, that was an absolute blast. And the whole trip was just phenomenal. I ended up not making it to many of the workshops. I ended up just hanging out with people, talking to other streamers, talking to brands, doing the just experiencing TwitchCon for what it was overall. Now, I know some very terrible things happened at TwitchCon, and I am sorry to anyone that those type of things did happen to. I think as a group, our little group, we tried to make sure everyone was as okay as they could be this whole trip. So, really proud of our group for that. But yeah, I don't really have much more to say, so I'm going to let this vlog finish out.
Hey, Ray, I'm popping to the top, they told me calm down. I couldn't do that, I've been moving, I've been strong now. Big checks, big styles, I'm the mind now. Thank my father, I had to move up, thinking I was blessed. Every Sunday I was thinking I was blessed. Line still checking, phone was still texting. All about the love, every day gotta respect it. Cause we look, everybody's on a lesson. We all kinda famous, everybody's gotta stress it. Craziness of life and I focus and confession. I made a twitch doing things that's the bestest.
Come join us over here in the space. I'll scoot over. Come on.
Okay.
That was a 3-person couch.
We have
Oh,
chairs.
I'm not leaving. Okay.
No, don't leave.
Yeah, don't leave.
We need you.
We still gotta talk about what Undertaker threw mankind off Hell in a Cell. Yeah, deal.
Getting a lot of people in here.
Well,
Thank you. I feel good to be here. It feels good to be here. Thank you all. I know this is about a whole event of us coming together, so please, let me give hype from y'all one more time. 1, 2,
Yeah.
3.